Over the past 2 decades, concerns about the impact of modern agriculture on land, water, and resources have caused many environmental challenges. So people are now moving towards sustainable farming practices. In particular, the aquaponics model is considered a highly efficient farming solution, solving many challenges. By using less water than conventional farming, reducing the need for synthetic fertilizers, and minimizing waste, aquaponics promises to produce food without harming our environment. So, what is aquaponics and how does it work? Let's explore it with us now. Aquaponics is a unique farming method that combines aquaculture, the method of raising fish, with hydroponics and growing plants in a soil-free environment. In an aquaponics system, fish and plants are raised together in a symbiotic environment, and they benefit from this combined model. The fish produce waste, which is converted into nutrients that the plants can absorb. In return, the plants filter and clean the water, creating a healthy environment for the fish. This closed-loop system is highly efficient, uses significantly less water than other farming methods, and virtually eliminates the need for chemical fertilizers. Today, aquaponics is practiced all over the world, from small-scale home gardens to large commercial farms. At first glance, aquaponics farms may seem like a complex system, but in reality, the way they work is very simple. They integrate many different components and biological processes to create a sustainable ecosystem. You can see that fish are growing very well in tanks. Their waste is mainly in the form of ammonia. In an aquaponics system, this waste is the starting point of a nutrient cycle that is beneficial to the plants. Beneficial bacteria convert toxic ammonia waste into less toxic nitrates, a process called nitrification. The plants are mainly green vegetables that have a relatively short growing period. Plants absorb nitrates and other nutrients from the water through their roots. As the plants absorb these nutrients, they clean and filter the water, which is then recirculated back into the fish tank. This nutrient uptake supports plant growth and productivity, allowing for a wide variety of crops to be grown. Many aquaponics farms grow a variety of fruits and vegetables, depending on the design of the system and the environmental conditions. Exploring the aquaponics model, you will see that the common components in this system are fish tanks, vegetable growing racks, and water circulation systems. There are also devices that control light, temperature, and humidity, creating a favorable environment for plants and fish to grow together. The aquaponics model has many advantages that make it an attractive choice for sustainable agriculture. These benefits include saving resources and increasing productivity, suitable for many different conditions and regions. It can also be applied from home garden models to commercial farms. One of the most important benefits of aquaponics is sustainability, especially in terms of water conservation and waste reduction. Traditional farming methods can be water-intensive, leading to waste. In contrast, aquaponics is designed to recycle water efficiently. Many commercial farms have revealed that aquaponics systems can produce higher yields than traditional farming methods. By raising fish and growing plants at the same time, the system offers a dual yield. It allows for the production of fresh vegetables and protein-rich fish from the same system, maximizing output from a given space. Plants grown in an aquaponic system typically grow faster and more vigorously due to the constant supply of nutrients from fish waste. This results in higher crop yields and shorter growth cycles, allowing for more productive harvests. Furthermore, the closed environment of an aquaponic system also allows for easy pest control without the need for chemical pesticides. Beneficial insects or manual methods can be used to remove pests. In addition to the benefits, designing an aquaponics model also brings challenges to farmers with limited financial resources. Because the cost of investment in equipment and materials is not small, it is difficult for farmers with limited finances to invest. Moreover, to operate the aquaponics model effectively, farmers need to understand the balance of fish, bacteria, and plants, because this system operates according to biological balance and bacterial activity. If they have knowledge, farmers will know how to choose the right type of plants and fish for the environment in the aquaponics system. To keep the system running efficiently and sustainably, farmers also regularly maintain it to avoid equipment breakdowns and extend its lifespan. The maintenance process also helps reduce equipment replacement costs, benefiting farmers. Have you ever wondered how MSG crystals, a familiar spice in everyday meals, are produced? You will surely be surprised to know that the raw material to create this unique spice is cassava root. From vast cassava farms, through modern manufacturing processes, and finally to the MSG packets in your kitchen, it's been a fascinating journey. Join me as I explore the cassava farms of Thailand and journey to MSG factories. The journey of MSG begins with large cassava farms. Here, Thai farmers will choose quality cassava varieties that are suitable for the soil type to increase productivity. For example, Rayong 9 cassava is suitable for loose sandy soil, Kasetsart 72 cassava is suitable for clay soil, and Hoai Bong 80 cassava is suitable for loose soil. Each year, Thailand produces an average of more than 20 million tons of cassava, becoming the second largest producer in the world, and exporting 70% of its output abroad. Cassava has brought high income to farmers, but the process of growing cassava is not easy. Before planting, farmers must prepare the land and seedlings. Healthy cassava plants, 10 to 12 months old, will be selected as seedlings. Previously, farmers had to plant cassava manually. Each seedling had about 5 to 7 buds for the plant to grow. First, people had to spray pesticides and root stimulants on the seedlings. Nowadays, most farms use cassava planting machines to make this process faster and more efficient. Cassava plants will be planted vertically on the bed, keeping a depth of about 10 to 15 centimeters. The distance between plants must be at least 80 to 100 centimeters. A special note is that the planting bed must be narrow and sharp. because about 4 to 5 months after planting, the cassava tubers will develop and risk emerging from the ground. After planting, large cassava fields are often watered with a drip system, both ensuring the right amount of water for the plants and saving time. In the first 1 to 3 months, farmers will water every 2 to 3 days. After that, just water once a week, each time for 2 to 4 hours. After about 8 to 12 months of planting and care, the ivory white cassava tubers are ready to harvest. Before starting to harvest, farmers will stop watering for 1 month to ensure the soil is dry, helping to increase productivity, and the cassava tubers produce a lot of starch at the right rate. On large farms, the use of cassava harvesting machines is becoming more popular. First, farmers will cut the entire cassava stem about 20 centimeters from the ground. These cassava stems will be kept as seedlings for the next crop. They then use modern cassava harvesting machines, moving along the rows to harvest. After harvesting, fresh cassava roots must be brought to the factory within 2 days to avoid damage and reduce starch content. The secret to getting quality cassava roots is to harvest around December to March of the following year, when cassava has a high starch content. Harvesting is usually not done around April to June because the plants develop young leaves and have little starch. From the lush green farms, cassava is transported to the factory, where the complex MSG production process begins. The largest MSG factory in Thailand is currently Ajinomoto. The cassava roots are crushed and extracted to obtain starch. First, the cassava starch and molasses are extracted into glucose and put into a fermentation tank. Then, fermenting bacteria are added. These bacteria consume the glucose, releasing glutamic acid. Through neutralization, the glutamic acid is converted into a solution containing MSG. The mixture is then decolorized and filtered, resulting in a pure MSG solution. Next, the solution is put into an evaporator to obtain solid crystals. During the MSG production process, modern equipment helps optimize the process, controlling the temperature, humidity, and fermentation time precisely. Finally, the crystals are dried to create the final product, MSG. These products will then be packaged and distributed to the market. MSG is a flavor-rich seasoning known as the purest form of umami. It is widely used in the food industry to enhance flavor. In particular, MSG can partially replace salt, reducing sodium intake by up to 1/3. Initially, MSG was mainly associated with Asian cuisine, but it is now used worldwide to add a delicious flavor to dishes. Currently, Asia supplies about 93% of the world's MSG production, including Thailand and other countries such as China, Indonesia, Vietnam, and Taiwan. Cassava cultivation to supply MSG processing factories has brought a stable income to millions of Thai farmers, while contributing to the development of the national economy. Millions of tons of MSG are produced annually to meet domestic consumption and export demand. In addition, byproducts from the process of harvesting and processing cassava into MSG also have many benefits. Farmers can use these substances to fertilize crops, creating a beneficial cycle. American farmers are familiar with hunting wild pigs with guns, which is the most effective method of controlling wild pigs. However, in rugged, mountainous areas, detecting wild pigs is relatively difficult. So, we tried to apply wild pig tracking with drones combined with hunting dogs, thanks to which we successfully killed 99 wild pigs in just one day. Wild boars have been causing a lot of problems around our farm, destroying crops and endangering farm animals. Local hunters and farmers have tried many control measures such as trapping, hunting, and chasing them, but they have been limited. The number of wild boars has been increasing every year, forcing us to come up with new solutions to control wild boars. One of the new measures we have used is to apply modern technology, such as using drones to track wild boars, which saves even more time. The drone is also equipped with a thermal imaging camera, which is especially useful in the early morning or evening when wild boars are most active. Thermal imaging technology allows us to detect the body heat of wild boars, even through thick vegetation. Once the drone located a group of wild boars, the dogs were released to chase and corner the animals. The dogs held the boars in place, preventing them from scattering or escaping. They used their keen sense of smell and speed to drive the boars from their hiding places, cornering them where we could take action. When hunting wild boar, we always put safety first. Since wild boars can be dangerous when cornered, we carry high-powered rifles capable of taking down a boar, forest quickly and humanely. When the wild boars were cornered, we opened fire and killed them. The combination of drone surveillance with hunting dogs will ensure that wild boars are killed quickly and with minimal pain. Using drone technology in wild boar hunting and control has allowed us to harvest a large number of wild boars. Moreover, it has many advantages that other control methods have not been able to achieve. The use of drones is considered a revolution in wild boar hunting. Previously, it could take us hours, even days, to locate a herd of wild boars, especially in areas where the wild boar population is not controlled. Hunting dogs have been used for centuries, but combining their natural abilities with modern drone technology has taken wild boar hunting to a new level. This combination allows for a more strategic and humane approach to controlling wild boar populations. We believe that the use of drones could become a viable and widespread measure in the future. As feral pig populations continue to increase in many regions, the combination of drones and dogs is likely to become a more common method of population control. This method is not only effective, but also ensures that feral pigs are humanely killed and their meat is used productively. After hunting, we collect the wild boar and process it. Wild boar meat is often used for food, consumed locally, or donated to organizations that provide food to those in need. This way, we can use everything and nothing goes to waste. Now, the government has called on people to consume wild boar meat to control it more effectively. So Americans are becoming more receptive to consuming wild boar meat. Have you ever eaten an orange and unfortunately didn't know what to do with the rough peel? I guess most of us would throw away the peel and just enjoy the flesh. But wait! Today, I'm going to bring you a very interesting secret from the land of the rising sun, Japan. Here, the peel of the yuzu citrus fruit, which is usually thrown away, has become a precious spice, carrying the unique flavor of this country. If you don't believe it, let's discover this secret in today's video. Yuzu fruit. Sounds strange, right? Actually, this is a fruit that looks like a combination of orange and lemon, so it is also called Japanese lemon. But there is a secret that not everyone knows, which is the outer peel of the yuzu fruit that makes people crazy. Although the flesh of the fruit is also delicious, it seems that all the essence is concentrated in the peel. The Japanese have taken advantage of this peel as a special spice, creating dishes with very unique flavors. Interesting, right? Yuzu can be grown in other countries such as Korea, Australia, Spain, Italy, and even China, where it originated. But if you ask the Japanese, they will confirm that the yuzu grown in Japan is top quality. The secret lies in their special climate conditions and traditional growing methods. To get delicious yuzu, it is not a simple matter. The Japanese grow yuzu trees in high mountains where there is a significant temperature difference between day and night. Yuzu trees have many sharp thorns, so farmers have to protect them carefully because just a strong wind can destroy the yuzu fruit immediately. Yuzu is available year-round, but sales are concentrated in the months from November to January of the following year. Yuzu can be classified into aoyuzu, green skin harvested in midsummer and autumn, and kiyuzu, yellow skin harvested in autumn. Kiyuzu is said to be sweeter than aoyuzu. As a cold-resistant fruit, yuzu can be grown in home gardens and stored at room temperature for a few days after harvesting in winter. So, why is yuzu peel so valuable? Although citrus peels are often thrown away, yuzu peels are a special flavoring ingredient that is indispensable in many Japanese dishes. Yuzu peels have a light but very strong aroma, with a subtle combination of sourness, slight bitterness, and a hint of natural flavor. The process of making yuzu peels is quite elaborate. Let's learn how to make one of the most famous condiments from yuzu peels, yuzu kosho. This is a condiment made from fresh yuzu peels combined with chili peppers, usually green or red, and salt. It sounds simple, but the flavor is extremely unique. To make yuzu kosho, the yuzu are first transported to the factory, washed and peeled. The peel is then ground with fresh chili peppers and salt to create a special seasoning mixture. Finally, they are packaged in small jars and sold. This seasoning is indispensable in many Japanese dishes such as grilled meat, sashimi, or even in soups and sauces. After peeling, the flesh can be squeezed for juice. The remaining byproduct will be used as fertilizer for agriculture. In general, the Japanese have optimized all the uses of this special fruit. Not only a simple spice, yuzu peel is also a symbol of creativity in Japanese cuisine. The Japanese not only know how to utilize every part of food, but also know how to increase the value of seemingly worthless ingredients. They have turned yuzu peel, which is often thrown away in many other countries, into a valuable spice not only in Japanese dishes, but also popular around the world. Yuzu is a spice with deep cultural value in Japan. Its flavor adds sophistication to every meal, while showing respect and making the most of nature. Many people still think that agriculture is only about manual work, which takes a lot of time and effort. However, this is only partly true. Nowadays, many modern techniques and high-tech equipment have been applied to production, making raising and caring for farms easier, significantly improving product quality. In today's video, we will introduce the most useful machines in the large-scale livestock industry. Stay tuned so you don't miss any interesting information. The application of modern machinery and technology in livestock farming is also known as precision livestock farming, PLF. This is an innovative approach that helps farmers perform tasks, collect data, and make decisions during the livestock farming process. The use of modern machinery in livestock farming aims to increase productivity, reduce resource waste, improve animal welfare, and promote sustainable and efficient livestock farming activities. Instead of catching and sorting chickens manually, large-scale farms have invested in automatic chicken harvesters. When the machine moves near the flock of chickens, the chickens will be put into the cage gently, without causing stress and without contact with the operator. In particular, the chicken cage does not come into contact with the litter, ensuring hygiene. Most automatic chicken harvesters have large operating capacity. On average, each machine can load 8,000 to 12,000 chickens per hour, equivalent to about 16 to 26 tons per hour. With only 3 to 4 operators, these machines will help the farm optimize labor costs. This is really a great machine, right? Automatic feeding is a big step forward for many livestock farms, providing a continuous supply of feed, positively affecting the health and productivity of the herd. Currently, there are many types of automatic feeders, but the common goal is to provide the right amount of feed. Farmers can adjust the machine to bring the feed and spread it evenly into the feed trough. Some machines move on the ground, while others are mounted on elevated tracks. Depending on the design and condition of the farm, farmers can choose the right type of machine. These machines can operate continuously day and night, with a feed distribution volume of up to thousands of kilograms, reducing labor costs and limiting heavy work. It is very necessary to push feed to livestock regularly. Using a feed pusher regularly increases the frequency of feeding both day and night, bringing many benefits to the health, fertility, production, and productivity of livestock. This automation technology not only reduces the need for labor, but also saves a lot of time. An automatic feed pusher can save up to 180 hours per year on average. In addition, when the equipment is operating regularly, the farm aisles will always be clean. Smart feed pushers are designed to move independently along automatic feed paths. They move slowly along the feed fence with a rotating mechanism at the bottom pushing the feed towards the fence. These machines are controlled by an application, helping the farm owner grasp the operating status and ensure that feed is always within reach of the livestock. You think workers had to clean up tons of cow manure every day on the farm? This may have been true in the past, but now they have automatic cow manure collectors. These robots move across the floor, pushing and lifting the cow manure, then transferring it to a container at the back. Some machines are also equipped with front water nozzles to increase the efficiency of manure collection and rear water nozzles to wet the floor, creating a clean and safe environment. These compact machines can operate continuously day and night without interruption. This helps to minimize the accumulation of manure in the barn, keeping the cow's hooves, tails, and udders cleaner, thereby reducing the risk of infection and optimizing the health of the cows. This is the ideal tool to maintain barn hygiene. Modern machinery not only helps farms save on labor costs, but also optimizes productivity, bringing higher economic efficiency. This is the driving force behind the sustainable development of the modern livestock industry. However, many people are still concerned about the high initial investment costs and the uncertainty of future agricultural policies, making them hesitant to invest. How can we monitor and supervise all livestock when the farm is too large? Don't worry too much, because now there is an automatic monitoring robot. This machine will move around the livestock area, approach the livestock, and collect data about the barn. They provide real-time information about the living environment, machine failures, and livestock problems, helping farmers handle arising problems in a timely manner. The monitoring robot is equipped with cameras, sensors, and wheels for easy automatic movement, helping farmers not have to check in the usual way. How can we monitor and supervise all livestock when the farm is too large? Don't worry too much, because now there is an automatic monitoring robot. This machine will move around the livestock area, approach the livestock, and collect data about the barn. They provide real-time information about the living environment, machine failures, and livestock problems, helping farmers handle arising problems in a timely manner. The monitoring robot is equipped with cameras, sensors, and wheels for easy automatic movement, helping farmers not have to check in the usual way. Today, agricultural robots are no longer limited to a specific function or job. Instead, farmers prefer to use machines that can perform multiple functions. For example, the R150 unmanned electric robot is capable of spraying crops automatically with a maximum efficiency of 5 hectares per hour. In addition, this robot can also transport agricultural tools or products with a payload of 150 kilograms and a battery life of 4 hours. No matter where or how you farm, this electric robot can be adapted to make life on the farm much easier and more productive. Welcome to our channel. Today, we will explore a traditional Chinese village where handmade charcoal production has existed for centuries. Traditional charcoal production not only brings income to farmers, but also crystallizes the culture of ancient villages. Don't take your eyes off the video to not miss interesting information. Charcoal making in China has existed for a long time, an indispensable part of the culture and life of many villages. Before gas became popular, every household had to rely on wood or charcoal to make fire. Today, although the demand for charcoal has decreased, the charcoal making profession still exists, thanks to the passion of those who want to preserve the tradition. The characteristic of traditional charcoal making villages is that the charcoal kiln is built of bricks or stones, forming a solid dome shape. The charcoal kiln consists of two main parts, the combustion chamber and the smoldering chamber, connected by heat pipes. The gaps in the kiln must be fixed and sealed with mud. The charcoal kiln must also have a kiln door to put in raw materials and take out charcoal, along with a chimney to discharge smoke and dissipate heat. To protect the kiln body from damage by rain and wind, farmers will arrange the kiln house and cover it above. To create quality charcoal products, choosing the type of wood is a prerequisite. Hardwood is often preferred because it produces high-quality charcoal. For example, acacia charcoal, popular in early Taiwan, is suitable for spicy grilled dishes such as wild boar. Longan charcoal, which is hard and dense, can maintain a long burning time, is smokeless at high temperatures, and has a light fruity smell. Mahogany charcoal, which is often used for seafood, is also harder and burns longer. Oak charcoal can be stored for a long time and has many uses such as fuel, grilling food, dehumidifying, etc. Finally, bamboo charcoal, which is porous and has strong absorption, is used to remove dirt, prevent moisture, and deodorize. After being cut into short pieces, the wood is left to dry for a period of time. The small branches will be used as fuel to burn the charcoal. Once prepared, the wood is moved into the kiln and stacked tightly inside. The stacking of the wood requires careful attention to ensure even heat conduction during the burning process. This is a laborious task, as the farmer has to transport a lot of wood to fill this giant kiln. The kiln door is then sealed with bricks and mud, leaving only a small opening for the fire to be lit. The kiln will burn continuously for several days, depending on the type of wood and how dry the tree is. Some types of wood only take about 10 days to turn into charcoal, while mangrove wood can take up to 32 days. During this time, the farmer must maintain the fire 24 hours a day to ensure the charcoal burning process goes smoothly. charcoal burning process requires careful observation. The smoke from the kiln will gradually change from black to gray, white, clear blue, and smokeless. This is when the fire must be stopped and the kiln sealed to allow the carbonization process to take place. After that, it takes about 2 weeks for the kiln to cool naturally before the workers can take out the coal. The whole process from starting the kiln to taking out the coal takes about 30 to 45 days. When the kiln is opened, the temperature inside is usually very high. The working environment is extremely harsh, hot, and dusty. The coal after being taken out needs to be screened, because not every batch produces good quality coal. Too big a fire will lead to too much carbonization, while too small a fire will not be enough to completely carbonize. If the coal core is dark, yellow, and bright, it means that the carbonization process is complete and the quality is good. On the contrary, dark gray indicates that the wood is not completely carbonized and is prone to producing black smoke, resulting in poor quality coal. Every step in the process requires meticulousness and precision, from maintaining the temperature in the kiln to checking the color and the quality of the charcoal. Charcoal production not only brings income to the people, but also has a significant impact on the environment. These craft villages often develop sustainably by planting new trees to replace the ones that have been exploited. The charcoal market is still very vibrant, with many demands from culinary and industrial uses. However, the focus needs to be on protecting the environment and finding ways to reduce emissions. Although the advent of modern technology and equipment has greatly affected the traditional charcoal production profession, many charcoal kilns still exist as cultural icons and tourist attractions. Did you know that garlic was once shunned by British and American cultures because its pungent smell lingered even after meals? However, by the late 1900s, the United States had emerged as the garlic capital of the world. About 24,000 acres of garlic were grown each year, yielding a total of about 400 million pounds. Large-scale factories and farms were once the pride of their country. So, what happened to the industry? Why did the million-dollar garlic factories close? Join me in today's video to find out the truth. The story of garlic in America begins in the early 1890s, when immigrants from Southern Europe arrived in California's Santa Clara Valley. With fertile soil and a mild climate, garlic quickly became a staple in vegetable gardens. However, it wasn't until early 1929 that commercial garlic cultivation really took off, and the largest garlic farms were born. The garlic industry has emerged as a national phenomenon, bringing in hundreds of millions of dollars of revenue for farmers. California is the largest producer of garlic in the United States, with 90% of the country's garlic grown and processed here. The smell of garlic wafts through the towns, so you can easily recognize this as a large-scale garlic processing area. In the United States, garlic is usually planted in the fall, in carefully plowed and prepared raised beds. The timing of planting is extremely important. Plant early enough so that the soil does not freeze before the root system develops, but late enough that they do not emerge from the ground. According to statistics, there are hundreds of varieties of garlic grown in the United States, but the most common on farms are California early and California late. The garlic cloves will be planted about 1.5 inches deep. On large-scale farms, garlic planting is mainly done with specialized transplanters, which optimizes time and effort. Garlic takes about 9 months to grow and is ready to harvest when 40 to 60% of the leaves turn yellow, usually around mid-July. On some farms, garlic can be harvested by hand, but modern farms today often use automated machinery for greater efficiency. From the field, garlic is cleaned and transported to the processing plant, where sorting and packaging take place. Typically, garlic is sold by the pound, by the vine, or by the bulb. However, dried garlic accounts for about 75% of garlic consumed in the United States, so dried garlic processing plants are becoming more popular. Modern high-capacity machinery ensures that garlic is supplied to both domestic and export markets. One of the largest and most famous garlic producers in the United States is Gilroy, California. It even holds an annual garlic festival to celebrate this valuable crop. And you may not know it, April 19th is that anniversary. While once the garlic capital of the world, the US garlic industry has lost that status. By 1990, Chinese garlic had flooded the US market with about 60 million pounds. This imported garlic was about 4 times cheaper than American garlic, which severely affected the industry. Although the US government raised tariffs to curb the impact of Chinese garlic, many garlic farms closed. Half of California's largest garlic packing plants have disappeared in the past decade. In just a few months, the amount of cheap garlic imported into the United States is nearly equal to the annual production of Christopher Ranch, the largest garlic packing plant in the country. In addition, a shortage of workers has caused garlic farms to shrink. Therefore, their only solution to this problem is to increase wages for workers. This also leads to increased labor costs, affecting profits and decisions to develop farms. All these factors have pushed large-scale garlic farms and factories in the United States into an unprecedented, difficult situation. The garlic industry in the United States is no longer as dominant as it once was. But in this situation, farmers still find a ray of hope. New directions have been implemented to increase profits, as the average American consumes 2.5 pounds of garlic per year. One of the most popular trends today is organic garlic production. With health awareness and changing consumption habits, consumers are increasingly paying attention to the quality and safety of products. Therefore, many farms are also applying organic garlic growing techniques to meet this demand. Therefore, there are special garlic products priced up to $1 per bulb. In addition, increasing modern machinery and equipment and reducing labor are also effective ways to increase productivity and limit costs. Farms are gradually focusing on product quality. It is predicted that garlic production in the United States will continue to increase in the coming years. This is a positive signal for garlic factories to recover and develop in the future. Do you think the U.S. garlic production and processing industry will regain its glory? Please share your opinion in the comments section.